Bazbaw is in full effect. Welcome back to the channel. It was a tale of 1/3 and 2/3. Not quite a tale of two halves. Rangers managed to come back for 2-0 down against Kilmarnock. I'm not wearing that as a flex, but geez, this match review could be very, very different. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack for this game of football from a Rangers perspective, also a Killie perspective, but that's not for here. That's for Fog Football, folks. For Rangers, it was a completely unchanged starting 11. I had to question this, but at the same time, right, as bad as I think picking that same 11 from St Mirren is, it lets you look at it and go, right, well, who's going to step up to task this time around, right? There's no changes. Let's see the effect that Barry Ferguson has got on this team with McGregor, Dodds, and also Neil McCann. The effect was absolutely bugger all because I tell you what, right? That was the worst 25, 30 minutes of football this Rangers team's played. And that is bad, folks. We could have been out at 4 or 5-0 down to Kilmarnock. There is no two ways about it. We literally could have been. Alright, so let's get into it. Immediately, about a minute and a half in, Brad Lyons, he has a shot tipped over for Jack Butland. Just cut open from a Rangers perspective. The writing was kind of on the wall here about our back four. We'll get into it a bit later on. There's a ball played up. It manages to end up for Igamani. He cracks it on the volley and it is saved. Igamani, get to him later on. We then get the goal. The first goal of the game. The first of 6. Corner whipped in. Was it a throw in or a corner? I'm pretty sure it was a corner, right? Anyway, it's whipped into the box. And Joe Wright, way a header at the back post. And we're out for the count, the 10 count. Absolutely horrific defending, and it gets worse when it gets the slow down replay treatment, because what you actually see here is Robin Proper on the deck about 5 seconds before the ball even leaves Joe Wright's dome. Awful defending. We are so bad at set pieces. Again, so avoidable, and it needs to be avoidable, man. You can't be this bad from set pieces in a league that is dominated by set pieces. That is these teams' best chances of scoring against us. Right? Now, to be fair, they did rip us to shreds playing it, across the deck. It wasn't just all set piece talk, because that leads us to our second goal of the game, right? What is Nansala and Nico Raskin playing at here? Especially Nico Raskin. Yo, Nansala's awful, right? He's been awful the past couple of games. Let's not get it twisted. But see this right here? What was this? Seriously, what actually was this? So he hits it to Raskin. And then Raskin just absolutely gives up gives up. It's just like gives up. Then Salah then gives up. And then ball, wang two, boom, boom. Brad Lyons into the back of the net. Great finish. Can't dispute the finish. But it's 2-0 and you're thinking, what is going on here? And, Clinton and Salah, right, got subbed off, which we'll get into. But he didn't play in the Queen's Park game. And you know what? See if you take away the last two matches, people would say Clinton and Salah's been by far our best centre-back of 2025. So I don't want to throw the kid completely under the bus, right? So, a lot of people say he's not good enough for Rangers. Yeah, based off the last 2 games, he should never play for this club again. That's the truth, because that's been absolutely disgusting. But the kid's, 18, 19. Robin Proper is 31, 32. He looks absolutely just as bad as Clinton and Salah. And here, we won 4-2, folks, right? Can't say Barry got the decision wrong. But for me, you could have subbed the whole back four off. But I would try and keep Salah on. I know it's about winning games of football, but Robin Proper's never going to improve. He's an established centre-back. For me, Salah, I probably would have kept him on. Would Rangers probably concede about 5 more goals if we did that? Potentially. But I just don't see the point of not giving the youth a try. You know what I mean? Look at them. Raskin was absolutely disgusting today with some of the mistakes he was doing, especially for that second goal. Why is Bailey Rice not getting a shout ahead of him? You could argue if you keep Salah on, we concede way more goals. See, at this point, Watkins, right, he should have made it free. There was a cutback. He blazed out for a throw-in. Proper. There's a ball played into Watkins, who literally has his hand held until the 6-yard box by Proper. Instead of making a tackle, he holds his hand. It's like, what is going on here? And then we have another incident where it could be, I mean, if they took their chance at this point, it could have been 5. Then Salah, I've literally written the notes myself here, is horrific. We, up to this point, could have been 5-0 down, and all we had was an Igamani half volley. But no need to fear, the Rangers' chances are here. Because Igamani finds Cyril Dessers 6 yards out. This would have been disallowed for a foul, right? Because Dessers just pushes the Killie defender to the deck. Igamani finds Dessers, and he puts it with no power whatsoever against the Killie defender. Brutal. Then we get a bit of luck, stroke of luck in the midfield. Play on, Don Robertson. Oh, brilliant. Great ball for Diamonde. Finds Tierney. Tierney looks, I'm not passing to Dessers, and puts it into the back of the net. Great goal, great finish. We move on. Tierney, another bit of great work again. He finds Cyril Dessers, who slips on his arse, shites a shot away, and misses again. So to this point, Cyril Dessers has missed 2 goals. Does Cyril Dessers get 2 goals for this point? Yeah, he does. Right? But Cyril Dessers ain't good enough. You would have to be blind to see how much Igamani has regressed in this team just to facilitate Cyril Dessers, who is missing clear-cut chance after clear-cut chance. See, the day people are going to look at it and be like, well, if Dessers goes, we draw 2 each. He's no good enough, right? He should have been sold in January, and that's final. Diamonde had a shot deflect over just before half-time as we go in 2-1 down. But you know what? It was actually a good half. You all know why? Because it could have been about 6 fucking nil to Killie, folks. We then come out. Killie, I don't know what happened to Killie. Maybe they just gave it their all in the first 30 minutes. But we have a corner. Dessers makes it 2 each. Free header. Awful for the goalkeeper. Should save it. Ball then played over the top. Was it for Yilmaz, I believe? Dessers gets on the end of it. First time volley. It's like, how can this guy be so bad, but then so good? And it fucks with your head. It really does, because it makes you think, oh, this guy's good enough, but he's not, folks. Right? He's not. He's really shit. He's really, really bad. But he scored 2 goals here, but he's not good enough. And he's seriously holding back Igamani. I mean, there's times in this game where Igamani's at the left back spot. It's like, he should be fucking up front. Dessers is done. He's a donkey, man. You know what I mean? He's a fucking donkey. And, I mean, I'm never going to have a go at Dessers when he actually puts the ball in the back of the net, because that's brilliant with Fulham, yeah. We don't win this game. It's 2 each, like I said there. But he is hindering Igamani. And Danilo should be in. Dessers has had it's been the same story for 18 months, man. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Ndaba has a shot for distance. I believe it was Ndaba. Butland saves it. Igamani has a shot saved as well. I'm not going to lie, folks. See Igamani, especially in the second half, his head went. He was just carrying the ball too long. He was frustrated. I think he wanted to get a few goals himself. But obviously, he couldn't because he wasn't being played up front, so he was carrying the ball. But that's normally a young player, but again, he did get subbed off, him and Hadji, for Lawrence and Barami. Why is Tom Lawrence coming on when he's not going to be here at the end of the season? I mean, I didn't like the subs for Barry, apart from Yilmaz for Ninsala, because that worked. And you know what? James Tavernier at centre-back worked again. That's where he should start then. He's done as a right-back. He can't get forward and get back. He's awful. But as centre-back, maybe he should start there. But we know he won't. You know what I mean? But Barami then makes it 4-2 into the top left-hand corner. Doesn't mean Barami's a fucking, lifesaver again, folks. I know some people will hang on to that, but yeah, we win. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy, but it's disgusting how fucking bad the team can be, and then they can just turn it on. It's unacceptable. It should have been that for the first minute. At least Barry, Neil, Billy, and Alan got a tune at them, but it shouldn't take to the 30th minute. We're 2-0 down. Because if we're 2-0 down away in Turkey, or 2-0 down at Parkhead, we're not going to come back and win the game 4-2, 5-2. It's just not going to happen. You need to be on it for a minute go, and I'm happy we won. It's great seeing Barry Ferguson in there with the rest of them. It really is. It truly is great. But a lot of these players, man, have got to hang their fucking heads in shame. And you literally could have subbed any of them at 25-minute mark. But yeah, hope this doesn't have the Leon King effect on Salah, but it probably will, won't it? I'm not going to say we'll never see him again, but it could be a confidence killer. But yeah, if he's ever going to be a Rangers man, he's got to bounce back for this. That's the reality. We'll see if he can. Till next time, your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Rangers, we win. Great. We move to Motherwell on Saturday. Another game to look forward to. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the starting 11 is. I don't think he can go with the same starting 11. I don't. I mean, honestly, Yilmaz has been getting ridiculed, but if we don't have, I mean, I'd play Yilmaz at right back. I'd play Tavern and Salah at centre back. I'm sorry, man, but Robin Proper, what's the fucking point of playing him? He was just as bad as Nansala. He was. Seeing you factor in Nansala's a fresh kid on the block, and Proper's the guy with like 10 plus years of experience in the top European leagues. We're not talking about a guy for the San Marino League, folks. We're talking about the fucking Eredivisie here. There's no excuse for Robin Proper being this shite. The scouting department really needs to have a word with itself for how bad the signings have been. Unacceptable. And Barami, happy that he scored, and I really fucking hope he turns into a good player, but I don't see it. I just do not see it. But we won. I'm happy about it. Bazbaw, whatever you want to call it. Another thing, why is Chris Sutton fucking on our games, by the way? I know, apparently Noel McCann's supposed to be on it, and he's obviously in the dugout, so he couldn't be on it, but it's like, why is Chris Sutton on it? Fucking stick Boydie on it. Come on.